Dobra, moi drodzy, w ogóle przed ruszeniem czegokolwiek wspomniałem sobie, że mam tutaj dwóch NPC-ów nowych. Znaczy, nie, więcej NPC-ów zwykłych, towarzyszy. Do gadania, z Argentą gadałem. Kasia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Okej. I opowiedz o sobie.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the segmentum obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra.
Okej, słuchajmy.
And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Okej, nawigatorzy identyfikują się mocno z domem. To musi być dla ciebie trudne. Okej, będę się tobą opiekował.
That would be most appreciated, Lord Captain.
I nigdy nie byłaś nigdy poza Eurak 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Opowiedz o życiu na stacji.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Miałaś przyjaciół?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence.
Okej.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
O, dwójka. Albo czwórka.
With life? Ugh, if only you could take my place and watch this kaleidoscope. Every voice is a flash of color. Every conversation a shimmering glow. Every argument is an unstoppable swirl of gaudy splotches.
Okej. Twoje trzecie oko zawsze je zakrywasz?
The navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil.
Okej.
Besides, I am aware that Lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
Okej. Pomimo wszystko, i tutaj to uwyjmy.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
Po prostu starałem się być miły.
I see. Forgive me. I misunderstood.
Jakie to uczucie prowadzić statek przez
It may
warp?
be difficult to describe.
Czyli to jest jedna chyba z
You
opcji
see,
romansowych.
every navigator perceives
Ale
the warp
niekoniecznie.
differently. My mentor, Great Regent Auronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me.
Okej.
But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Okej. To?
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
Okej, pogadajmy o czymś innym.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
I opowiedz o domu
As
Orselio.
the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
Okej, użyjmy tego testu.
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
Ma bogatą historię.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Kto rządzi waszym domem?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house.
Okej, czyli ty musisz być następczynią.
So says Regent Auronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
Chciałbym mówić o czymś
By all
innym.
means,
Co twój specjalny dar ujawnia?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her. contrasting sharply with her shining light.
Czyżby to sugerowało
It burdens the sister of battle.
jej
It drags her
powiązanie
down.
z zabójstwem tej?
Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
Okej.
Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the immaterium, Lord Captain?
Okej, kontynuuj.
Bella is bathed in crimson as bright as fresh blood, and its sight is all the more striking in the embrace of impenetrable darkness. And yet, there is no malice in these heavy shadows. They are impartial, morose, uncompromising, and ever consuming what weak flashes of other colors there may appear.
Okej, muszę...
I have enjoyed your company.
Dobra, czyli to jest potencjalna towarzyszka romansowa, ale generalnie albo wybierzemy tą niesankcjonowaną psioniczkę, znaczy zobaczymy jeszcze kto dojdzie, jacy towarzysze jeszcze dojdą, bo ta tutaj Jokasto to... nie! To jest taka moja reakcja na Jokastę. Jak ona chciała strzelać de facto do cywili na niższym pokładzie, bo mieli drobne rozruchy. A tutaj nie ma opcji, ja ją naprawię. Aż to by znowu się przesięła. Nie ma czegoś takiego, że ja ją naprawię. Chciałbym wiedzieć więcej.
The Vizier taught us that there are many like us throughout the Imperium who spill blood in his name. Death cultists, as they call us. He said that no two death cults are the same, just as there are no two identical stars in the void. I will tell you about the blood-spun web, but I cannot speak on behalf of all death cults.
Jaki jest cel?
The blood-spun web holds the bays of the flagship together with the threads of its faith. Such is our service to the Domini of the von Valancius line. The Undying One commanded the Domini to embark on a ship and sail the void's expanse. And thus, it became our duty to protect your dynasty and the Ark that became its home. This great relic of blood and adamantine.
Okej.
Some loathe and fear us. They call us murderers and reapers. Others call us dancers of death, who send the souls of the dead on their way. Both are right. Both are wrong. We are servants of the undying Emperor. When he whispers that the time has come for a righteous martyr's soul to be laid in his blessed hands, we come to claim it. When he whispers that the wicked must know of his wrath, we come to reap. This is how we maintain order on the ship, unseen and guided by death's will.
Jak możesz być tak pewna? To
We are
użyjmy.
carried along by a current of blood in the great river of fate. Life is not given or taken away by chance. If I see an enemy of humanity, my blade will sever the thread of their existence. I will not wait for a sign of his divine bidding. I am his will, and I do what must be done.
I czy to nie przypadkiem nie są potrzebne chaosu, jak to odróżniasz? Jesteś pewna?
Death's whisper is unmistakable. It is not like the murmur of stars or the hiss of corruption. It is truthful, pure, unyielding. Only the most eminent of us, the high spinners, can hear the whisper of the undying one and give voice to his will. They must hone their senses and temper their body and soul for years before his call can reach them. If it puts you more at ease, you can think of these whispers as his providence.
Pogadajmy o czymś innym. Jak długo istnieje?
Spinners carved the chronicles of our history on the stones of our temple long ago. But fate and time have erased our past, just as an exploding star erases a part of the galaxy from existence.
Jakie są obowiązki?
It is the Visier's duty to watch over the flock, to lead those who want to learn more of the Undying One, but are fearful of death, and guide those who seek answers in death, but do not know how to live. The Visier protects all, those who do not know we exist, those who are grateful for our service, and even those who hate us. The Visier sees what is to come, remembers the past, and accepts the present. They spin a web of faith and blood so strong that no enemy may sunder it. This is the Visier's burden. This is the legacy of the matriarch spider.
I kim była matriarchini pająka?
It is said that she was one of many, born in the void, the domin's subject. She honored death instead of life, and for this, she was persecuted. It is said that when the arch-enemy's forces invaded the flagship during a warp jump, she gathered the Undying One's servants around her and saved the ship from ruin. Together, they spun the first threads of the web to ensure that such devastation would never happen again. It is said that she was strong and indomitable, but as the years passed, her heart became as stone, and thus the Undying One whispered her name to the one who would become the first Visier of the blood-spun web.
Dlaczego nazywacie siebie spinnerami?
Through blood, sweat, tears, and the strength of their convictions, the servants of the Undying One spin the souls of your subjects into threads of balance. This is why we refer to ourselves as spinners. Those who are newly committed to the blood-spun web are called lesser spinners. If they are faithful in their service to him, they may eventually become spinners. The most devout of us all are known as the High Spinners, of whom there are 7, each bearing a unique title. The Visier, the first spinner, leads the cult. I, Kibella, am the second spinner. The third spinner's name is Io, and there are 4 more.
But heresy deserves no mercy. Blasphemous to jest. Twierdzę, że God Emperor jest martwy.
The Undying One is death itself. We serve him, and thus we serve death. This is not a comparison, attribution, or preference. It is the truth, and nothing can change it.
Okej, mogę mnie czegoś
The
poduczyć?
tenets are knowledge, an art that is passed down from one generation of the blood-spun web to the next. Even so, there are spinners who will never fully comprehend this knowledge in the time allotted to them by the Undying One. The tenets dictate how one follows the thread of life, but they are also the thread itself, from first breath to last. The tenets cannot be taught, they must be lived. Only then will you understand.
Zaspokoiłaś moją ciekawość. Opowiedz o sobie.
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. A spear in the hand of the undying emperor. I am your shield and shadow. Your blade.
Nie lubisz mówić o sobie?
The tenets compel us to let our deeds speak on our behalf.
Żeby czyny mówiły za
There
nas.
is no one in the cult who does not know me. So I have grown accustomed to taciturnity in matters regarding myself. Ask, and I will try to give you an answer that will satisfy your thirst for knowledge.
Opowiedz o przeszłości.
I remember nothing of my childhood. The Vizier says this is because of my training and the injuries I received in battle.
A, obrażenia w bitwie. Może
He
też
told
być
me it is the
cybernetyczne
fate of
czyszczenie
all high
pamięci.
spinners. The only memories I have are of the blood-spun web and the brothers and sisters who serve the cult alongside me.
Okej, pamiętasz coś z
When
dorastania?
we were young, we would sew our eyes shut and wander through the bays for months at a time, starving, surviving, dying. This trial of darkness honed the senses of those who passed it. We were elated, for we knew we were blessed by him. When we grew older, we learned to wield our weapons, and our mentors tested us with pain, poison, and the weight of deceitful words. In time, our bodies no longer felt pain. Our blood became resistant to toxins, and our focus could not be shaken. We were at peace, for we had shed everything that could encumber our faithful service to him.
Okej.
When we came of age, we faced a great trial. A year-long vigil spent in unceasing prayer to the Undying One. When hunger and other base sensations faded away, we attained true comprehension of ourselves and our place in the world. Our place between life and death. We were proud, for on that day, he truly accepted us, and we accepted him.
Musiało być ciężko przejść przez to wszystko jako dziecko.
It is impossible to understand the value of your body and spirit if you've never experienced physical or emotional pain. Pain is temporary, but experience endures. Experience can be sharpened like a blade and turned into mastery. I have never regretted walking the thread I was destined to follow.
Nie wspominałaś o rodzicach i rodzinie.
When we join the cult, we relinquish our past. The blood-spun web becomes our new family. I have seen the pain, terror, and doubt in the eyes of those who hear the Undying One whisper the names of their kin. For some, The blessing of oblivion is a gift not unlike death.
Nie chciałabyś czegoś wiedzieć?
No.
Okej. Okej. Nie przejmujesz się śmiercią innych?
It brings me comfort when my brothers and sisters cross to the other side. The Undying One has called them to his side, so they can serve him in ways we cannot.
Nie miałaś tych przyjaciół?
Attachment makes us weak. The weak meet their demise prematurely. But such death does not please the Undying One. For a soul must not be claimed before their time has come. It is true that spinners occasionally cross paths with those outside the cult. But such paths always diverge in the end. We may walk the same road together, but we are nothing more than temporary traveling companions. It is similar for those of your retinue. Our threads may intertwine for a time, but all will go their separate ways, as is inevitable.
Okej.
But not you and I, Domin. Our threads cannot be unwoven, and only the Undying One will end my service to you.
Okej.
Know your enemy and prevail in battle. Know your ally and prevail in war.
Nie czujesz bólu?
You can see for yourself.
Nie będę cię torturował.
You honor me by taking me at my word. Your body will fail you, Domin. Your bones will break. Your tendons will snap. Your heart will stop. Our rituals of self-perfection are unending.
A,
They
czyli nie
demand-
damy, czyli mówisz,
It is
że nie
not
damy rady.
difficult to speak the truth.
I torturuje swoje własne ciało. Jakie jest znaczenie tego rytuału?
Torture? I bear the sacred marks of the Undying One's service. Death has bestowed them upon me. Though others may cherish hollow riches or meaningless beauty, it is my duty to cherish his gift of blood. Each wound is a symbol of our service to him. Each drop of blood carries his blessing. To renounce these scars is to renounce the Undying One himself. Death
Okay.
whispers to me, you are worthy of bearing his marks. Tell me, Domin, do you wish to honor your flesh with his gifts?
A w sumie dla zacieśniania relacji dawaj.
Let it be so.
Auć.
Treasure his gift, Domin. Inscribe it anew each time you pray. May his blessing find you.
Ała. Poznałeś Teodorę von
I met
Valancius?
her once when I was young. The Vizier saw a serpent hiding among those close to Domin Theodora, ready to sink its fangs into her throat. I was ordered to find the serpent and sever the soul from its body. I watched and waited for weeks. I hid among the shadows, the air ducts and the faceless masses. Once I found the serpent, I sliced off its head and returned to the temple. I doubt that Domin Theodora ever saw me, but the 3 ritual cuts I left behind on the body let her know that this death was pleasing to him. They sent us a grand feast from the upper decks before the cycle's end. We gave it to the hungry.
I co oznacza słowo domin?
The Gothic we use to communicate is different to that spoken on the upper decks. Domin has many meanings. Giver of life, Lord or Lady of the Ark, and Shadowless Sun. The matriarch Spider gave this title to the rogue trader who allowed her to form the blood-spun web. We use other titles as well. For example, Venai means Master of the Immaterium, or Watcher of the Veil. Vil means one who must go to the other side. Amic means one you can trust in battle.
Jeśli wyszeptałby moje imię, wykonałbyś jego wolę?
Lords and wretches are equal before death. If such is the Undying One's will, I will guide you to him, Domin.
Opowiedz o tarocie.
I use blood to read his sacred cards and hear the whisper of the Undying One. His tarot is not an answer, but a question I ask of the universe. And the universe answers with questions of its own. In this sacred communion, I perceive hundreds of possible outcomes. They are all true, and yet they are only visions. I know what will come to pass, and yet I do not.
Okej, użyjmy tego. Lore
I
Imperium.
am the spear of his retribution, not a witch or a sorcerer or a soothsayer. I have no strange powers, but I do bear his blessing. I do not command the veil. I am guided by his whisper and led by my faith, by the tenets. Please, do not mistake me for something I am not.
Okej. Czyli jednak ma drobny dar psioniczny. Skąd masz talię?
It is a holy relic that has been passed down from generation to generation. Only the first and second spinners are allowed to study the sacred cards and interpret their meaning. We use his tarot to guide the cult and discern the tangled threads of fate.
Ile masz kart?
34. There used to be more, but some have perished in the darkness of time. Their loss is a great tragedy for the blood-spun web.
Daw odczyt?
Ask the cards, Domin, and I
Co ma
will
dla mnie
listen.
przyszłość?
The first card is the young warrior. It suggests inexperience, a path of becoming. The second card is the shattered world inverted. The path will have twists, turns, and thorns, but you will gather allies along the way and find what was lost.
Okej.
The third, the hound inverted. Someone has marked you as their prey and is chasing you through a field of traps. The lost child. You will leap into one of those traps of your own free will and place your trust in someone truly desperate.
Okej, nie mam więcej pytań, pomówmy o czymś innym.
May the undone.
Dobra, i to by było na tyle, jeżeli chodzi o pogadankę z nią. No tośmy pogadali. Piękna odcinka nadeszła. Najlepsze powinniśmy zdążyć, bo chyba to jest ostatnia miejscowa, niezbadana. O tak. Tu byliśmy. byliśmy, skanowaliśmy. Więc lecimy tu. Okej, czyli będziemy mieli jakiś event z Casio jeszcze.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
Okej, miło mi się przyzwyczaja w dowiedział pokładzie.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
Dobre czujesz?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Jesteś usatysfakcjonowana?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern.
Okej. Miałeś nadzieję się
There are
uspokoić.
people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Ojej, a to się dziewczynka wkurzyła.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Okej.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
W porządku.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Okej, nie odpowiedzmy nic.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station.
Czy
A
przypadkiem
feeble
rozpoczął
and
jej
fair.
ścieżkę?
I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel
Ja.
a
I
strange
okaże się, będę
heaviness?
na tyle tak uprzejmy, że ten.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Jep, rozumiem cię bardzo dobrze.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Być może nie chcieli ci przeszkadzać.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
Ja na razie będę trzymał dystans, bo nie wiem jeszcze jacy towarzysze mi wskoczą na pokłady. W sumie nie byłaby nawet najgorszą opcją, ale nie byłaby też jakąś super opcją. Na pewno najgorszą opcją byłaby kibelach. Bardzo znośną byłaby ta niesankcjonowana psioniczka. Jeśli nie pojawiłby się nikt lepszy. Ta natomiast pani od tych, co utrzymuje porządek, taki quasi-statkowy arbitres, to jeszcze gorzej niż w kibelach. O, i Dira byłaby jest na razie najsensowniejsza. Dobra. Okej, czy byśmy mieli oficjalne spotkanie? Zmęczenie. No, jakieś dówki śmierdziówki. Wpływ osnowy. Nie wyczułem sobie, ktokolwiek z was umiera. Never. Czy miałem jakiś ważny wybór fabularny? Co wam... Chyba jakąś ścieżkę chaosową bym spitolił. Ale dobrze, to zrobiłem, moi drodzy, ważny wybór fabularny. New Champion of Chaos, the Call of the Edge, Quest Failed. Czyli innymi słowy, chyba sobie zblokowałem właśnie ścieżkę chaosową i dobrze. Expire. W ogóle siostra Argenta, jakby się dowiedziała, to by mnie popiściła bolterem, to by mi włożyła, to by mi zrobiła otwarcie boltera w mojej dupie. Weź na otwarciu, czego? Boltera w dupie. Lecimy, moi drodzy, do portu. Oj, chyba znowu mamy gorący ten. Kto strzela do kogo? Szanowny pan się pomylił. Co tu się dzieje? Przede wszystkim raport sytuacji. Rebelianci! No to zaraz będziemy kontrudewać. To ludzie tacy jak ty trzymają imperium razem. Jakiś członek inkwizycji? Hej. Sierwan Davian of Territrium. Kto to? Weteran. Okej. Co czeka na mnie tam? Sprawy stracone. Jeszcze miny. Okej, jaki interkapłan? Bardzo istotna persona z Adeptus Mechanicus. Okej. Twój heroizm został odnotowany. A, plotki. Czyli powiedzmy, tu mamy plotki. W niezamieszkałym świecie będziemy musieli sprawdzić tą plotkę.
May his light harden our hearts. New trials await us in this place.
It's going from bad to worse. I expected a typical dull reception with the governor, not more carnage.
Tu są jeszcze jakieś dobra. Dobra, to była zupa z bobra, jeszcze lepła z kleszcza. Podejrzewam, że jest to tamta planeta i będę mógł zrobić ponowny skan. Okej, tu jest jakiś rebeliant. Gunner, dobra. Save, jakby nie było w ogóle walki w tym odcinku, to realnie jedną walkę bym chciał na pewno stoczyć.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
I will take you down.
A, czyli ona wzmacnia i bije jeszcze warpem. Ja za osłonę. Ty, moja droga, za osłonę. Regenta tu. Kibelach tu. Abelard tu.
Let's get
Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
I'm a smelter.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Okej.
The shadow. As the tenets demand.
Chociaż zrobiłem to w odwrotnej kolejności. Oj, nie dam rady z tej odległości. Niestety by Tom poraziło.
Was that you? Or will do.
Schowaj się za nią.
I'm here, maggot. Show me what you've got. Scared, yeah? Stop it!
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Chciał użyć miejek, które zabijają kilku. Zastanawiam się, czy weźmy farwę argentą.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor eradicated.
Okej, jeden został zestrzelony. Tutaj ci zostali porażeni.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Pięknie. Bo ci byli na linii szczału, więc pocisk bolterowy trafił tego, przebił się i trafił tego. Dobra robota, Argenta.
It's as good as done.
Ciach. Ciach. To trafi Argentę, bo jest na linii szału. Źle ją ustawiłem w tym kontekście.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
A?
Momentum.
Abelard, dowódź Francyskę, nie dowódzisz.
I will do my duty. It will be one fewer target.
Bum! Jednego mniej. Wrzuć sobie z powrotem mieczyk. Kasję będziemy wysyłali od tej strony.
Emperor, give me strength. If only that were possible.
Tu bym poraził swoich. Tu do dnia dostępu.
That is foolishness.
Dobra, buffy.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I shall not fail. No.
Dobra, nic więcej nie zrobisz. Dobra, ten go odszczelił.
As honor ordains.
Wódź będzie z broda.
What is this foreboding?
Dobra, najpierw go zanalizujmy.
No can do.
Zanalizujmy.
That is not my destiny. I'm not so sure.
A, dobra, czyli nie jesteś w stanie. Tym też nie.
But of course.
Okej.
On it.
Buffujący teren.
Was that you?
Debuff.
Time to slaughter someone.
You
Let's make it quick.
frighten me.
Here we go.
Gówno trafili chyba.
I'll do it.
A regenta chyba spudłowała.
I won't compromise my principles.
pytanie, czy... Nie, nic nie zrobi mi na film.
Who he never stood a chance.
Dlatego zdejmie.
I'll see to it personally. On it.
Dobra, to jest dość powszechny towar.
At your beck and call, the aftermath of an orbital strike.
Pięknie.
Victory is imminent.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Dobra, skupmy się na buffach.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okej. Ty dzięki temu
I will. I took care of this one.
zdejmuję w tego gościa.
At your beck and call.
Death
Ojej,
comes
ojej,
in
mam
silence.
przejebane. A?
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Troszkę to tą zaboli, a nie, nawet nie możesz tego użyć. Dobra.
Let's get to it.
Hold on.
Cleanses the
Get to it.
Jakiś gwardzista lojalny spadł. Dobra, i tak to nam się zregeneruje po walce.
doubt is for the weak.
To najważniejsze, żeby żaden z naszych rany nie dostał.
Don't let your guard down. Your end was inevitable.
Pięknie.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed, on viewer
Boom.
target.
Okej, niezła walka. Oni mieli pałki fokowe, zwykłe armored body gloves, zwykłe shotguny i zwykłe lasguny. Czyli generalnie nic takiego szczególnego, ale myślę, że to było na tyle, jeżeli chodzi o odcinek. Trzymajcie się.